Hey guys, it's Mandy, and today I want to talk to you about my latest painting. It's called Undaunted. Here it is, and you can see the wings and the eagle. Yay, I finally painted an eagle, and I'm going to be placing this on my website so you can check it out a little better. But I want to quickly tell you about Undaunted and what it means for you, because this painting is all about you possessing the promise that God has promised to you. And how many of you know it's really tough sometimes when discouragement comes against us or difficulty, and it makes us want to shrink back and not want to step into our promise. But the word undaunted actually means refusing to be intimidated or discouraged by disappointment and danger and difficulty. And in order for us to go in and possess our promise, we have to be undaunted, just like this eagle, because God has made us like eagles with eagle wings and an undaunted heart so that we can fly into our promise no matter what. Hey, listen, He's promised to make us like ones who can fly over difficulty and over intimidation and discouragement right into our promise. He's equipped us and given us everything we need to fly into our promise. Do you know that every time God gives a promise, He doesn't give a promise and then give it on a platter. But when God gives a promise, He says, possess it. He commands us. He says, hey, I've given you that promise. Now go and possess that land, whatever that is. And oftentimes it's difficult for us to go and possess that promise because we think to ourselves, well, if I'm having all this stuff coming against me, maybe I misheard God. Maybe I didn't really hear that from God. Maybe it was my own imagination. And so we shrink back from possessing the land because we have self-doubt. Self-doubt is one of the biggest giants that comes against us in order for us to possess our promise. So we can't allow self-doubt to come against us. We have to know that Abraham and Joseph and David and everyone in the Old and New Testament and all the people that we know and love that possess the promises, all of them face the giant of self-doubt. And when we face that giant, we just have to remember that if we fail by stepping into and possessing the land, it's okay. Hey, failure is okay. We don't lose anything by failing. Anything that really matters. We don't lose our reputation in heaven by failing. God loves us so much. Heaven loves us so much. If we fail, it's okay. It's okay. And the people that really love us will keep loving us, right? Failure is okay. So if we step into something and it doesn't happen because we misheard, it's okay. But listen, most times, we actually do hear God and we don't step in and we shrink back because we're afraid of failing. So I would rather fail 100 times, but one time step into my promise, than be afraid to step into my promise because I'm afraid of failing, and then lose what God has promised to me. So I'm going to encourage you to take the risk and step into what you believe God has promised for you, and not to shrink back because of self-doubt, but to be undaunted in what God has promised to you. Remember, God made the stars. You didn't make the stars. God made the promise to you. You never made the promise. So step into it, possess the land. Don't be afraid of mishearing God. Don't be afraid of self-doubt. Don't be afraid of failure. Those things are par for the course. Those things are the meat that eagles eat as they fly into their promise and take the land. So have an amazing day. Don't forget to check out my website, mandyadendorf.com, and you will see my painting. Bye-bye.